9:15, we are following breaking news at Bush Airport this morning.
Yeah, there was an emergency there, and emergency crews are responding to a report of a plane going off the runway. TJ Parker just arrived at the scene. And TJ, what can you see? What do we know about this?
Well, sure, guys. So we just got here in the past 20 minutes. We heard about this and immediately raced over here to the airport to see what we could see. And you could see from our vantage point here along this perimeter fence, not too far from the United terminal, this United flight that is off in the grass here. And this has been like this, again, for quite some time, actually since 8 this morning, that according to airport officials. When we got here, there were still passengers on the tarmac. They have since been taken by bus back to the terminal. We did watch them as they were taken back to the terminal, but it looked like there were several busloads of people being taken back. You can imagine with a plane this size, there were probably quite a few people on this flight. Do you want to read this email that we just got from airport officials? Around 8 a.m. today, a United Airlines flight landed on a runway at George Bush Intercontinental Airport. As it was exiting the runway for the gate, the aircraft left the pavement and entered the grass along runway 927. Fortunately, here's the good news. No one on board was injured, and all passengers, again, were safely transported to the terminal. So per federal regulation, guys, the FAA has been notified. Flights, though, in and out of Bush continue without interruption. So that is also good news, because as we've been talking all morning long, this is a huge day for spring break travel. But again, as we look at these live pictures, this is a United flight that was coming in, was going to the gate, and left the runway. Passengers were on this flight as it was coming into Bush. Thankfully, no injuries. Again, the FAA will continue to investigate this, and then once we have any more information on the cause of this, we'll let you know. But guys, we'll send it back to you.
TJ, let's just look at this image for one more minute, because we see police cars look like they're leaving the scene right now. And you just said that the airport said that no passengers were hurt. I don't see any ambulances there, as if like sometimes they bring, EMT in just to check people out, and I don't see that. So that's got to be a good sign as well.
Absolutely, but you can imagine we've all flown before, and if I was on this plane, I think I would be pretty concerned if a flight went off the runway coming in for a landing like this.
Scary.
I mean, I don't think, obviously this is probably the area where that, the planes turn around and they head back towards the terminal after they actually make the landing here, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is the good news is that nobody was hurt. That according to airport officials. And again, what we saw when we got here is a ton of people on the tarmac being waited to be loaded up on those buses, and we have since seen those caravan of buses take those folks back to the terminal. But yeah, you can see the fire officials out here, and police as well. But yeah, I can imagine some scary moments for those people.
Yeah, very scary indeed. And so we've confirmed that there's nobody on the plane at this time, TJ, is that correct? They've already been evacuated?
As far as passengers go, nobody on the plane.
Okay.
I can't imagine anyone's on here now. I don't know if there's any flight crew or anything like that. We haven't been told that, but we know that no passengers are on this plane now. They are now back at the terminals.
Because you said that this happened actually about an hour ago, and unfortunately we had a United representative on the show and didn't know this was happening to even know to ask about it. So I'm guessing they, things got cleaned up kind of quickly before we were able to get out there and get a crew out there and everything like that. But thanks for the clarification, TJ, that this didn't happen. It doesn't sound like this happened during the landing. It sounded like when they were taxiing to the gate.
Taxiing back to the gate. Yeah, right.
All good information. Great news this morning that nobody was injured in this. Horrifying, though, to see these images at Bush this morning. Yeah,
TJ's right. If I'm on the plane idling to my gate, you think that's the safest part of the trip. I made it. And then that happened. So I'm sure that is scary. We will definitely want more information from United, and we'll bring that to you as soon as we have it.